So, since the last episode, things have went tits up. Yeah, that's literally things have went tits up. Let's go, average gamer. My name is Duncan, and welcome back to a going awfully wrong journeyman. So yeah, like I said, last time we were here, we did the two cup games. We lost first game against Abergavenny, we won the game against Carmarthen. Hence why we're going to be doing the Bluebirds double today. In the first game, we lost 1-0 to a team that we shouldn't have been losing to. Yeah, we were just awful, but the next game was even worse. We played Carmarthen again, and they absolutely hammered us. In this game, we tried to... As I know, to think back, because I've changed tactics like twice. No, so the 1-0 loss, we played the 4-4-2. Nothing's changed so good. And then the second game, we played that 4-3-3, kind of, with a flat 3. Oh my god. Oh, ignore the yawn. I have got this mental block the minute I start recording this video. I yawn my tits off. I think it's... I thought that was probably stress. But we lost 4-1 and we get absolutely decimated. You can see from the players' ratings, Whitlam with a 5.8, Bailey with a 6.5, Bebb with a 6.3, Nash with a 6.4, Parsons with a 6.3, Johnson with a 6.5, and it's not as if these guys come on late in the game. Those subs were made at half-time. We went balls to the wall, and we just got absolutely fucked. Then I went back to a 4-4-2 wing play, and we absolutely hammered Swansea Uni. We get the penalty early on with Dunn. He buried that. Bebbs scored his chance. Williams played up a knock, but as he did in the Carmarthen Cup game, I think. Nope. Which game was it the bastard done it? It was that 4-1 game there. He took the ball from the left and he cut inside and he put it in. Exact same again. Ran up the left hand side, cut into the inside of the box and just called it into the bottom corner. So he did that again, and then Warren with a kind of tap in from a set piece. I think it was a corner, but a kind of two throw in the box, and he was just the man there to tap it in. So we're playing the Abertillery Bluebirds today. Honestly, I'm dreading the worst. Yeah, I'm kind of dreading the worst. This is a team we're playing. Edwards has an absolutely fantastic game against Swansea. Really ran the show. What we've kind of been wanting to see from him from the get-go. So he is going to keep this place. We're playing with the wingers now. Playing not as defensively. Trying to get more chances in the box for people like Bebb and Evans to score. One of these days I'm going to stop yawning while recording. Current performance last match will do well. The board are happy enough with how we've been performing in the league. The only thing I'm not happy with is my wage bill. I get it. So we are... The board aren't too concerned yet, which is a bonus. And I don't overtly know how. But you know what? Fine. If they're happy, fine. Have maybe looked at one or two players we could try and move on. I moved a lot of the younger players we weren't using. So like Rogers, Morgan... oh god, what was the number 10? Duffy. There's another one. Oh, fuck, who was it? Who was the fourth player? It clearly left such a mark on me that I remember. Was it Parsons? Maybe it was, but moved all them down to the under-19s. Just try to get them some game time at some decent level. Let their development continue. We've looked at trying to bring in another... midfielder. We could offer £40 a week. They wanted 85. So chat kind of broke down quickly there. Warren as the only one out of the two on loan players has really looked okay. Dolan hasn't. So I'm not, at this point in time, not too concerned with him. Lever is in January. I am a little bit with Warren, but Lonergan has just started his recovery. He's on the bench. Oh, he's on the bench for the first time. The say he can play 45 minutes, so we'll probably try and get him on second half, regardless of the result. Please don't. But yeah, as normal, we're just playing poor at the beginning of the game, but we are still creating chances. Warren, oh, unlucky. Off the woodwork, I think. Didn't look too far away, so I'll take it. In terms of maybe chats I've had with players, Spencer has been complaining about not getting into game time. Told him he's a squad player, that was fine. He came back to me again. And I was like, dude, fuck me. I was like, dude, we'll just like look to sell you on. And he's like, no, I want to stay. So, don't know what's happening with him. I can't believe we're fucking 1. Well, I can believe we're 1-0 down. But it's not ideal. Can we down with this corner? Nathan Watson with the ball in. Can we? Oh, Beb's got to win that. He's got to keep winning that. It's a foul, ref, surely. Oh, I think we've been done there. Clock. Oh. This season is an absolute disaster so far. We will be lucky to see Christmas. Genuinely think we'll be lucky to see Christmas. We have tried changing our shape at times. I have tried other things. It's just nothing is working. Which is always a good sign when everything stops. Why is Watson just standing still? Right, come on, lads. Somebody needs to put a tackle in. Oh my god. Okay. We're fucked. We are absolutely fucked. You're letting yourself down. It isn't good enough. Williams come off for Parsons. Parsons will play on the wing. Dan Jones will come. Oh, no, you won't. Because I can't make that change. Yes, I can. Undo. Parsons, come on for Jones. Instead, play fullback on defend. Clark, Sadler, you play Zanonis as fullback. Warren is coming off for Lonergan. Play him as a wing back on defend. We will move you into the middle. Decline playmaker support. Move you over there. We'll bring Tom's on. It's a box-to-box midfielder. And we'll take Evans off for Spencer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's fine. We'll play you as the poacher. We'll play Beb as an advance forward. I need to see something from this second half. We're 3-0 down. I need to see something. Should I be taking us off of balanced? Probably. Is it too late now? Kinda. Probably should have been playing maybe cautiously. Maybe. Did I just stick to something more than I should have? Just that spite and sheer stubbornness? Maybe. This double header will not be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. But Watson with a great ball to Beb. Beb's 1-on-1. He's offside, isn't he? Fucking hell. It's a good ball though. Things are not even... Good bit of play there with Spencer Burst. Because we're not really seen much. Guess we are. Just not enough. Cody Spencer does really well there. Beb does well to find the bottom corner. It's a good goal all in all. But we are absolutely just... I don't see mid-table for us at all. It's making me really kind of worry about the game in the cup. I know the cup game's not really that big a deal in the grand scheme of things, but... Is it the fact that I have an inability to buy a decent goalkeeper? Because, like, looking at the ratings or defence, it's not awful. It's like and fullbacks that started the game well, right? So Clark and Jones had an awful game, right? But you look at Bailey and Dunn. Dunn's played fine. Bailey could have done better, sure, but he's not been horrific. Thomas Sadler's come in, he's done okay. Parsons as a wing-back has done okay. Watson has done okay. Edwards has had a poor game, but Thomas has done okay. We have just conceded another. But there's some of the stuff there that's like, yeah, it's good. Is it the goalkeeper? Is the goalkeeper my biggest issue? We haven't had a good one in 3 years. And Clayton isn't the answer. We know Clayton's not the answer. Evans wasn't the answer. The guy we had initially, who was 40, wasn't the answer. Whitling isn't the answer. And we're paying good fucking money to Whitling as well. And I think that's what's annoying me the most. He's not on a cheap wage. He's on a good wage. Again, look at a team that's mid-table and absolutely hammering a team that's battling relegation. Fine, but we are not comfortably better than Bagland Dragons right now. Or Mumbles. Or Swans Uni. We hammered both of them and we are still struggling. Seven Sisters beat us quite comfortably. They're only a point ahead of us. It's October and I'm genuinely wondering if I'll even make it to January to make changes. You're watching my amazing press conference. Because right now the press conferences aren't meaning jack shit to me. I'm doing them so I can maybe be media popular so they might not write shit about me. But changes have to come. I just don't know who with. I don't know who with. An idea I had was playing kind of Route 1 football with 5 at the back. And I'm kind of thinking we might end up having to go with at least 3 centre-half kind of system in there. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure what we're going to do going forward. But we need to do something for the next game in the Cup. It's going to be a bad one, but let's meet up in 7 days' time and we'll see what's happening in the Cup game. You can tell I'm getting really into this save when this is the second time where I've just basically almost started the game and forgot to come back. We've changed things slightly. We're playing this. We're playing Jones as a right wing back, even though he's left footed. We're playing Parsons at left wing back where he ended the last game. We're playing with 3 at the centre back, 3 in the midfield, and we're just kind of hoping the pace of Beb and Spencer can cause enough problems. That is what we're hoping for. I initially put us in for a cautious mentality, but the assistant manager recommend balance just to see how the game goes before we decide on that. Thomas Sadler comes in and Mackenzie Toms comes in. And Parsons comes in with... And Spencer comes in with Evans, Watson, Williams and Jimmy Clark all dropping out. I think all of them are on the bench though. The only one who's... Yeah. So we have the options to change it depending on the game. If we need to go for a goal, we can go back to 4-4-2 or whatever. But we're going to try this. I want to try something different. Just something that might kick a bit of good form in that lasts more than like 2 games. Because by Christ, we need something here. Literally need something here. Ignore the fact I have a massive bottle of water. Like, it was literally, I went, stood up to get a drink and I was like, oh shit, I'm still might be recording a video. So completely forgot. So ignore me as I have a drink. Okay, I actually liked what I saw there. It's kind of what I expected to see from our wing play that we never got, where we put the ball out to the wide players and they swing it in. That's what I like to see. The issue with this formation, the issue I have with it, is it takes out players like Watson and like Williams, who are good players, arguably some of our best players, but we don't really have a shape that we can use that incorporates... Go on, Toms. That incorporates both our wingers and people like Jones at left back and people like Clark at full back and the three centre halves we've got who are all of top quality, plus an enormous amount of central midfielders. We are trying to make something work. And right now we're 1-0 up. That's what I'd see. The fact that we've got Josh Edwards, who our playmaker, who we think can do the role, playing the ball for a box-box midfielder is kind of what I want to see, but we need to be better than that at defending. Thomas Sadler with such a poor marking, poor defending. Is that him or is that my right back in Jones? Let's watch defend a bit. No, it's Jones, isn't it? Oh, Jones. Yeah, it's Dan Jones. Do you know what? That's okay. That's okay. There's still plenty of time. It's 1-1. We have started well. Game's been pretty even going by the stats. I'm okay with that. I'm seeing a positive so far, and I'm choosing to see the positives and not focus on the fact that they pulled one back. I think the way we're going to have the three centre-halves, they are going to probably play quite narrow, which may or may not be an issue for us defending, but it should stop balls into the box from crosses and things. Beb. That's unlucky. So that's kind of what we're hoping for. We're hoping our width's going to be provided by Jones and Parsons at the moment. The issue we have in Jones playing right wing back. One, he can't play left wing back apparently. Don't ask. But the two, he's left footed, so I don't know how good his right foot, but balls like that with his left for Beb. Oh, he's so unlucky. He's jumped with his back to the goal and tried to head it backwards. He's close, but he's unlucky. There is positives to how we're doing it, and there's negatives. If I was confident with that back three being able to just keep the ball out, we could replace the wing backs with just right and left midfielders. That is an option for us. The good thing with having Thomas Sadler there is we could, in theory, say replace Parsons with Jack Williams, move that up so it's a left midfielder, and that solid bank of three, which lets Jones run up the wing. Still, there's options there. Oh, Bailey! I thought Bailey was going to head that in. But having the three centre-halves as well, it does give us a bit more area of presence in attacking and defending set pieces. The fact that we've got somebody like Finn Doolan on the bench who also would add to that. Oh, we're doing well. There's some performances. It's not all bad as such. Like, and I know it sounds bad, I'm about to pull out 4 players and say we get better. But I don't think they're playing particularly badly because of their own performances. I think it's more like a lack of the ball or a lack of decent chances. Like what we've seen is Beb try to outpace somebody. He isn't the quickest, but he has a little bit of pace. Enough that if we can get behind, we might be okay. But to run past somebody, maybe not so much. Yeah, I don't know why we're expected to win this match. That's what worries me. I'm going to keep an eye on Parsons and Jones because that is something we can slightly change tactically if need be. If we find that they're getting down the wings too easy as the game goes on, we can just move to a back four. Or, well, yeah, we can move to a back four with a more flat back five, but it does then take away our width. But again, we're playing route one, so do we need the width? I don't know. This is me now thinking out loud because I'm trying not to go insane. Because I feel like I'm going insane. Good, well done, Jones. Stop him from getting the ball in. That's another thing we can do as well, is we can drop one of the wing backs deeper if need be as well. Maybe not both, maybe just one. Maybe have this weird asymmetrical kind of thing going on. It might confuse, but that is a good bit of play. Tom's still advancing. Beb cuts it back to Dunn. To Warren. Edwards, our playmaker. Plays a great ball into Spencer! That's so unlucky. But that is a good bit of play. Beb holding up the ball there quite well like a target man. Maybe that's what we're missing. Maybe it's a target man we need up there for the route one. That would make sense. But Evans isn't the best in the air. probably is decent at linking up the play. Sadly though, with the blown ball to Spencer, he's not going to get on the end of it, but keeps pressure up. Edwards outside the box, tries to play it through, probably should have had a shot instead. Good tackle by Parsons, gets it back to Edwards, to Bebb. Bebb plays it through to Spencer. Shot's blocked, but it should get us another set piece. I am quite happy with how our forward players are playing, regardless of their, match average performance thing they've got. Match rating. Oh my god! I thought that header was in. Bailey isn't having the greatest of games though, so that's one sub we might change for Nash, and it would also let us put in a defender who's better at covering, using a bit of pace. It might stop us getting balls in from behind. On us. And then my issue here is with the front two is I think I want to bring on Evans, right? But Spencer has a better pace to get in behind, it feel like. But Bez, we're making changes because I feel like we need to, and I'm just not convinced. I'm going to bring on Nash for Bailey and ask him to play as central defender cover, which he's currently doing. I think he has a little bit of pace. He doesn't. That is terrifying. Let's ignore it, but he can't head for shit, so he's probably better being the cover role. I'm going to take off Spencer for Evans as a target forward. That feels like a good option. What this also means is if we feel like it's not going well, we can actually keep Thomas Sadler as a centre half, move Nash to right back, move Jones to left back, and bring somebody on for Parsons. That's the only two changes I'm going to make. 10 minutes at the centre half, that's 2 changes we'll make. I'm keeping my eye on Jones, I'm keeping my eye on Parsons. We may drop to a back 4 and bring on one winger. As an option, Warren to Thomas Sadler, and to Mackenzie Toms. Evans, target man to Bebb. Sometimes to help him, gets it back to Edwards. He needs that whiff from Parsons, and he's gave him it. Can Parsons put the ball in? Bebb! Oh, fucking hell. This feels like the right way to play. This feels more like the wing play that I wanted, but the wing play wasn't given us. Jones is having a bad game, so we are going to make this change to a back 4. This is where we could, in theory, lose out. I'm going to keep Parsons as a wing back though. You're full back on defend apparently. That'll do me. That also lets us bring Watson on, who is a winger. On attack might be a bit more beneficial to try and just break through. We're not going to take too many risks, but this feels like the right one. Bebb misses out though. That change will take place. We still get 2 subs we can make. And they've got a free kick. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that's took up quite a good position. They're right in the middle of the box. It wasn't particularly either side to cause danger. Why he dived that far wide for it, I don't fucking know. Bears having the greatest of games, which is making me want to do something different. I'm going to maybe change it to kinda diamond. I don't think that'll work. That's me just trying to overcomplicate. Oh my god. Overcomplicate matters. Don't mess about with things. Go on, Evans. Evans takes a great touch. Oh, just such a poor effort. He did really well, bar the effort. Warren's looking tired. That may be a good time to make a little change. Parsons, though. Oh, unlucky done. We are going to make... Why is this doing that? We're going to make a quick change. Going to take Warren off for Lonergan, which will let him be the ball-winning midfielder in there. Still, we have one more change we can make, and I'm going to do it. Weirdly, I'm going to do it. We are playing some weird asymmetrical shit right now, so let's not do that. Target forward, advanced playmaker on attack. I'm going to actually drop you deep as well. Yeah. So what this is going to give us now is a really weird shape. But it's something different, and it might... We're playing with now a double playmaker, which doesn't always work. Done with the long ball into the box. We've got Doolan, who's going to give us more aerial presence as well, though. Evans header! Come on! Oh my god, I feel like we've just snatched this. And the Zado we're talking about is causing that bit more aerial presence. Watson doing what we want him to do. Fantastic ball into the box. Evans doesn't even need to jump. He watches the ball. The defender, for whatever reason, lets it go over the top of him and he just heads it home. I don't even think his heading's that bloody good, if I remember right. But I am not complaining. It's Treflin 2, Abertillery Bluebirds 1. I know this isn't a league game, but this is just giving me hope to try this weird... Starts off as an normal formation, but it does allow us to make really weird and random changes where it might just work in our favour. Could all absolutely go. I think it's one of those ones that's going to go one or two ways that, depending on the game, it'll either work if we make the weird changes, or it'll fail badly if we make the weird changes. But Watson's going in one-on-one. Nathan Watson, what a goal. We are through to the next round of this cup, and I, for one, am fucking delighted. What a performance turnaround. Considering how bad we were in the last game to this, outstanding. Just outstanding. I am on medication that dries out my mouth something awful. And days like today, it feels like no matter how much I drink, I'm just dehydrated. It's awesome. Ooh, I don't know if that was going in or not. What I've liked about this formation in general is the defence looked okay. The defence kind of looked a bit more solid than it has done. And I think it's maybe gave Whitland a bit more cover. The issue we had was that long throw or that ended up in a ball at the back post where Jones isn't the best, I'd imagine, at defending those type of balls. And that's okay to an extent. Like, we can't stop every chance being created. So we're going to have weaknesses like that. So if it's a fullback's defending headers, fine. But I'd rather have then 3 centre-halves in there to do that. I mean, look. You look at Warren, who had a good game before he came off. Fine, 4 of the players didn't. But the rest did. I'm happy. I'm really happy with that performance. The question now is, when do we come back? But we went through, and I am genuinely delighted. So I just seen Flint Town. That's a Welsh Cup. That's why I can't fucking see them. Oh. We are playing Lilani Town next in the third round of the Cup. Watson, what a performance he came on to do. He's a player that we're really going to miss when he goes back to his club. But let's just call it this press conference. Blah. And let's have a look at our schedule. Our upcoming... Okay, that's a lot of games before that next cup game. Against Scotty United, who are 8th. South Gower, who are 9th. Lantwit Major, who are 2nd. Lanny Town, who are playing in the cup, who are 3rd. Okay. Cairo Eli, who are 11th. Then that cup game. I think... What the fuck just happened there? Why is everything going weird? I think it's my mouse. My mouse is, but I'm getting a new mouse coming in a couple of days. Excuse me. I think I'm going to play, unless it looks like I'm going to be sacked, I think between the Goiter United game and the Cairo Eli game, I'm going to play these games off stream. We'll then come back for that third round match against Lilani Town. Then we'll play Bagland Dragons, who are 14th currently. That leads us quite nicely into December, where we probably have 2 winnable games, including Bagland Dragons, and 2 games we're not expected to get fuck all on. And then that would lead us into January. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to sit here. I'm going to come back. We'll be back on YouTube for the Lilani Town Cup game and the Bagland Dragons League game. Unless it looks like I'm going to get the sack before then we'll come back a little bit earlier. On these next run of games, this is how we're going to play. With these options essentially as our bench. We don't really have much else to try. But that, I think, is what we're going to do with. Yeah. If you've liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you have any comments on how you think I rescue this season, please let me know. Because right now, I'll even show the club C+. They're satisfied with that we're fine and like we're on progress, I think. The board is just happy on course to clear the relegation zone. They're happy with how well we did in the Welsh Cup. We're out, and they're happy with what we're doing in the League Two Cup. The only thing that we're really strong with is the wages. Like, that's this season. I have went well and truly over the wages. My issue with that is a lot of it went on Harry Whitland. He's on £80 a week, and he has been an unmitigated, I won't say disaster. That's maybe not fair, but he's not been the guy he thinks he is. Dylan Bebb has got 8 goals since he came in. Maybe not consecutively. Maybe not in as many games as we'd like. But let's look at his form. How many games has he actually scored in? Since we signed him, he's played 11 games in total. He scored in the first 2 games. I went 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 games, 5, 6 games without scoring. Scored a couple. He always scores in patches. So I'm hoping that maybe, just maybe, we can start getting a bit more consistent. If I can get that wage bill down from 680 to 603 in January, if we're still here, I'd be delighted. But to do that, realistically, I need to move on Whitland. I could probably move on something like Henry Nash. If we could move on both of them, we bring in a semi-decent goalkeeper and another centre-half, I'd be happy. But that is future me problem. I'll be back tomorrow with that Cup game and the Bagland Dragons League game. Until then, everybody, see you next time.